104 degrees in February at the Texas border. Let that sink in for a second. That is not a typo. That is not a summer forecast. That happened yesterday. And what is coming next is going to make yesterday look like a warm-up. Right now, a train of storms is lining up across the entire United States. Snow, ice, severe thunderstorms, flooding, and a pattern shift that meteorologists are calling one of the most aggressive we have seen this early in the year. If you live anywhere east of the Rockies, this is going to impact you. Period. Now here is what I need you to do. Stay with me for the next few minutes because I am going to break down exactly when these storms hit your area, city by city, hour by hour. And if you stick around to about the 5-minute mark, I am going to show you the flooding threat that almost nobody is talking about yet, and it could affect millions of people from Dallas all the way to Detroit. Do not skip ahead. The timing matters. But first, let us talk about what is already in motion right now. While you are watching this, a cold front is crashing south out of Western Canada. We are talking about a 40-degree temperature drop in the last 24 hours across parts of Alberta and Saskatchewan. That cold air is now spilling into Montana, North Dakota, and Minnesota. And it is not slowing down. Here is the thing. That cold air is about to collide with warm, humid air surging up from the Gulf of Mexico. And when those two air masses slam into each other, that is when the atmosphere goes haywire. So let me walk you through this day by day because timing is everything. Saturday, March 1st, tomorrow, a sneaky snow band is going to race across the upper Midwest. This kicks off Saturday morning near Bismarck, North Dakota. By Saturday afternoon, it slides through Aberdeen, South Dakota, then into southern Minnesota, hitting the Rochester area, sliding just south of the Twin Cities and Minneapolis. By Saturday evening, it pushes into Madison, Wisconsin, Green Bay, and the northern mitten of Michigan. Late Saturday night, this band tries to reach into the Finger Lakes region of New York and even into parts of New England. Now here is what nobody tells you about these narrow snow bands. They look light on radar. Forecasters sometimes underestimate them, but somebody in that path is going to wake up to 6 inches of snow that was not in the forecast. Bismarck, Minneapolis, Toronto, maybe even Chicago if this thing dips south just a little bit. A general 2 to 4 inches is the safe bet, but these bands love to overperform. If you are driving on Interstate 90, Interstate 35, or Interstate 95 this weekend, slow down. Travel is going to get ugly fast. And while the Midwest freezes, guess what is happening 1,500 miles to the south? Severe weather in Florida. Saturday afternoon, a stalling front is going to interact with the sea breeze and fire up dangerous thunderstorms across southeast Florida. Miami, Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach, you are in the crosshairs. We are talking wind gusts above 60 miles per hour. We are talking downpours so heavy you cannot see your hand in front of your face. Lightning, thunder, the whole package. And this is poorly timed for spring training. The Astros and Nationals are playing in Palm Beach. Fuel Fest is happening in West Palm Beach. If you have outdoor plans in South Florida tomorrow afternoon, keep one eye on the sky at all times. These storms pop up fast and they pack a serious punch. But wait, that is just the appetizer. Sunday, March 2nd. This is when the real show begins. A new storm system starts developing out of the Rockies. Rain breaks out across Kansas and Oklahoma Sunday afternoon. By Sunday night, that rain runs into the cold air and transforms. Snow starts falling hard in St. Louis, Missouri. Mixed precipitation, sleet, freezing rain, all of it starts showing up from northern Missouri through southern Iowa into central Illinois, Monday morning, March 3rd. This is the commute buster. Heavy snow consolidates across the Ohio River Valley. Louisville, Kentucky, and Cincinnati, Ohio are going to get hit with a fast-moving burst of snow. South of Louisville, but north of Nashville, there is going to be a stripe of freezing rain and sleet. Nashville, you are not getting an ice storm, but you are going to be close to that line. Springfield, Illinois, Peoria, Indianapolis, Columbus, Ohio, all of you are in this zone. Now here is where it gets interesting. The storm itself kind of fizzles as it crosses the Appalachian Mountains, but the energy behind it does not die. It regroups, and by Tuesday, March 4th, a second round of winter weather fires up across the Northeast. Boston, Providence, Hartford, Albany, Burlington, Manchester, Portland, Maine, Augusta, Waterville. All of these cities are looking at snow that could transition to ice and then to rain. The interior of New England, specifically that corridor from Burlington down to Albany and up through the downeast region of Maine, has the best chance of seeing half a foot of snow from this second round. And here is the part I told you to stick around for. All of this moisture, all of these storm systems, they are not just passing through, they are stacking up. One storm hits, then another, then another. From Wednesday, March 4th through about March 10th, we are looking at what meteorologists call an atmospheric river pattern. A constant funnel of moisture from the Gulf of Mexico slamming into Pacific winds and dumping rain over the same areas over and over again. The bullseye for the heaviest rain sits right over a corridor from Topeka, Kansas through Springfield, Illinois, almost up to Chicago, down into the boot heel of Missouri, and over towards Columbus, Ohio. We are talking 2 to 5 inches of rain in less than a week. And if any area picks up 4 inches in less than 2 days, there are going to be flash flooding problems. Serious ones: Dallas, Texas, Oklahoma City, Little Rock, Arkansas, Memphis, Tennessee, Louisville, Cincinnati, Indianapolis, Chicago, Detroit, St. Louis, Kansas City, Des Moines. All of you are under above normal precipitation outlooks for this period. If you live in a flood-prone area anywhere from Texas to the Great Lakes, you need to know your plan right now, not when the warning goes off, now. And here is the twist that makes this even more dangerous. Wednesday, March 4th through Friday, March 7th. The Storm Prediction Center is already flagging the southern plains for severe weather. A deep trough is forecast to push into the central high plains, dragging a mid-level jet stream with it. At the surface, a cold front barrels into the southern plains and slams into all that Gulf moisture. The result? Firestorms across Texas and Oklahoma. We are talking large hail, severe wind gusts, and here is what they are not saying out loud yet: tornado potential. The atmosphere is showing moderate to deep layer shear. There is spin, there is instability, and we are still 6 days out. If this trend continues, the tornado threat is only going to increase. Amarillo, Lubbock, Wichita Falls, Dallas, Fort Worth, Oklahoma City, Norman, Tulsa, Wichita, Kansas. All of you need to be paying close attention starting Wednesday, but it does not stop there. From March 7th through the 10th, multiple rounds of severe storms are expected over these same areas. Houston, San Antonio, Austin, Shreveport, Jackson, Mississippi, Birmingham, Alabama, Knoxville, Tennessee, Lexington, Kentucky. These cities all fall within the extended severe weather corridor. Now let me give you the temperature story because this is wild. Saturday afternoon, St. Louis hits the upper 60s. Meanwhile, Madison, Wisconsin cannot even break the mid-20s. That is a 40-degree difference across just a few hundred miles. By Monday morning, the Ohio Valley and New England are waking up to temperatures 15 to 30 degrees below average. But by Wednesday afternoon, spring slams back in. Warm, humid air surges north. 60-degree dew points start showing up as far north as Arkansas, Tennessee, and Missouri. And that warmth? It looks like it sticks around through the middle of March, so you have got winter on one side, spring on the other, and the atmosphere caught in the middle trying to sort it out. That is the recipe for chaos, and that is exactly what we are looking at for the first 2 weeks of March. Let me also mention the icing concerns because this could be the sleeper threat of the whole week. Early to mid next week, the Appalachian chain is looking at freezing rain. West Virginia, Western Pennsylvania, these areas could see a glaze of ice that takes down tree limbs and power lines. And if one of the computer models is right, that ice threat extends further south into the mountains of North Carolina. Asheville, Boone, Banner Elk, you need to be watching this closely. Raleigh, Charlotte, Greensboro, you are probably safe, but do not let your guard down until we get closer. Now, one more thing before I let you go. We do have some space weather happening. A G1 minor geomagnetic storm is on the way, thanks to a coronal mass ejection hitting Earth's atmosphere. If you are in Montana, North Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, Washington, Oregon, Idaho, Maine, Vermont, or New Hampshire, and you have clear skies Saturday night, go outside. Give your eyes 20 to 30 minutes to adjust to the dark. You might just catch the northern lights. It is not going to be a blockbuster aurora show, but it is worth a look if the clouds cooperate. All right, here is what I need from you. Drop a comment right now with the city or state where you are watching from. I read every single one, and I will give you a specific update for your area in the next video. And speaking of the next video, what is building for the second week of March looks even more intense than what I just showed you. The models are hinting at a major severe weather outbreak that could rival some of the biggest March events we have seen in recent years. I am going to break that down as soon as the data comes in. Do not miss it. Share this video with someone you know in the storm zone. They need to see this. I will see you